flipping that hair. Hi, I'm Liz. Welcome to my channel where I talk all things and everything's wigs. I'm an affiliate for Chelsey Smith Crowns, and so you can use my code Elizabeth to save you 10%. But today we're going to go over some crowns that are available. If you're not new to Chelsey Smith Crowns, you know that sometimes things do sell out, and production time for like getting either wigs restocked or new wigs can be anywhere from 6 to 10 months. So when something sells out, it may be a little bit before it gets back in stock. So that's sometimes why it's hard to talk about certain wigs, because if they're out of stock or they're about to be out of stock, or by the time you see this video, they're definitely out of stock, some people get a little salty. So we like to call them salty crowns because somebody's going to be like, hey, where can I get that one? And you won't be able to get it. I had Coffee Press. It was a video, went kind of viral on TikTok. That one's currently sold out and everybody is a little salty about it. But I do hope she will be back. So as of making this video, which is August 16th, right? No, August, what time is it? I don't know the date. August 15th. These are some crowns that are currently in stock that you can go purchase. And I'm also going to show off a couple other ones because there was a wig show on Tuesday and there's some great crowns available from that. So I'll show like the stock photos of them, but I want to show off some of the ones I have that are currently in stock as of right now. So Sparkle Barbie Dipped is what I have on my head currently. She's so pretty. I love her. She's very easy to flip back and forth. Her hairline, in my opinion, is impeccable. Anything with a lighter like hair color at the top, a lighter root, is just going to have that really, really great hairline that's going to blend right in. But she has this pink tinsel that you can see, like how stunning is that? And that pink tinsel runs all the way up, but that blend is into that purple color. I love her so much. I'm very into these like dip dye colorings. I just feel like for being a dip dye, like she looks pretty natural. Sometimes, you know, some of the funky colors or anything that's just like a little different, you know, looks like it may kind of read that it's not your hair, but and like I've talked about before, I don't really care if people know it's not my hair, but I feel like this one does read pretty natural. So this is Sparkle Barbie. She is currently available. She's 110 and she's 22 inches. I think she's a Selena base, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, she's stunning. Like, take a look at another. Okay, this is blush. I've talked about the Sharpay collection before, and y'all know that I love the Sharpay collection. So blush is a Sharpay. And the only reason I think she's not sold out is because she did do a couple really fast restocks of her. So I feel like a lot of people got her. But if you still haven't gotten her, like I didn't get her till this most recent restock, and I really regret that. I don't typically wear crowns like in a row. I don't wear the same crown every day, but blush I wear like 3 days in a row because I'm so obsessed with her. She is this beautiful pink color, and here's the thing, she doesn't pull like as pink as she is on video, which like really annoys me. And it's also the reason I didn't get her at first, because she looked super washed out, and she's actually not. She's like a really pretty blush color. I think because I'm standing in front of this pink wall, it's doing it a little bit more justice. But if you can see, she's got pink, lavender, and then like a platinum color blended in together. Her hairline is stunning. As I've said, the Sharpay hairlines are the best. The Sharpays are the ones that everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's a wig. So blush is a Sharpay T-Part. She is 110 and she is currently, as I'm making this video, still in stock. I love this one, y'all. This is Purple Rain. I have talked about her before on the tube. She is a brunette into this beautiful dipped purple color. A lot of the times these dip dye colors or these color blends are in the blondes. I don't know, I guess it's just a little easier to do. But this being in that brown is so pretty. I will say her brown, I would love her even more if her brown was a little bit of a cooler brown. She's a little bit more warm red, but like when I dye my hair always pulls red, so it does kind of look natural on me, but I would prefer her to be a little bit of a cooler brown. She's a little bit more of a red brown, which I guess is hard to see, but I do love her bangs. This curl in front is just so pretty. She is currently still available in a standard and a petite, and she's only 105. So standard and petite, Purple Rain, 105. All right, this is Morgana. I love the Morgana collection. So I think a lot of people are a little nervous about Morgana because she is a little bit fuller, but because she's a bio Futura, which just it means there's like a little bit more texture to her, she does not feel heavy at all. She feels super light. Like she is a lot of hair, but she doesn't feel like a lot of hair on your head, if that makes sense. This is the pink tippies. I'm going to show you one more that she's available in, but she did drop in 2 other colors on Tuesday that do still have options available that are right here. So that's a black and a burgundy. I just ordered the burgundy, so I have her on the way, and I'm trying not to go back for the black, but she is free parting, but she has pre-plucked middle part, and they are $135 currently. So this is the Morgana with pink tippies. Let me show you the other Morgana that is still in stock that I have. Okay, Morgana is the definition of, I liked it, so I bought it in a different color. This is the light brunette, and I think that she is just stunning. She's this really good, like, I mean, she's like chunkier, but not overly chunky in the light brunette. And I love the light brunette coloring that Chelsey Smith Crowns has. I have it in a couple of different crowns, this specific color blend, and I just think she's really pretty. So this is Morgana in the light brunette blend. There's Morgana pink tippies, Morgana black, and Morgana burgundy that are currently available. I'm going to try to get this video out today, if not tomorrow morning. So if something becomes unavailable, I'll just cut it out so you won't see it. But currently, Morgana light brunette, Morgana pink tippies available, $135. Stun. Okay, this is Selena Taupe Blonde, and I am obsessed with her. She is so pretty. You can just flip her to the side, flip her back and forth. I love her so much. I do really enjoy this Taupe Blonde blend. I feel like it does look pretty natural on a lot of people. Some of the blondes, it's like, oh my gosh, that would be so impossible to get your hair to do. But this one I feel like does look like you could get your hair to do it if you were looking for a more natural blonde. I just think she's so pretty. And I'm not necessarily huge on like running my hands through the top of my head, but with her, I do. I'm like flipping that hair. Sorry, running the mic. But yeah, she's really, really gorgeous. This is Selena in the Taupe blend. She is $135, and she's a pretty manageable length. I think she's like 24 inches, maybe. Let me check. She's 26 inches. She's also widow peak friendly. So what does that mean? So if you have a widow's peak, sometimes that lace like on a T-part is a little harder to hide your widow's peak. But because of the way that the lace is on this, there's a lot of it in the front. So if you have a widow's peak, she's a really good crown for that. Woo. See, they don't fall off. People are always worried they're going to fall off. But I love Selena. She's stunning. Okay, this is Apricot T-part. So I've talked about the apricot coloring before, a very unique color that Chelsey Smith Crowns has. So it is like a peachy, orangey, like apricot coloring. Some of them, because they're hand-dyed, do vary a little bit, and that root has, it's like a pinky brown, more brown, but does have a pink hint to it. This is the T-part. So there was a luxe version, but that one sold out, but the T-part version is still available. And here's the reason why I got the T-part one. Because, so apricot is the color, but apricot is also a collection that was started by this crown. And the apricot collection that's a luxe is a lot of hair. I mean, it is a ton. There's a lot of adjustments you have to do on it, because when there's so much hair up here and a lot of lace, it does tend to fall forward. So you have to heat comb her back. So I really wanted to try the T-part because she's giving all of the beautiful curl of that apricot collection and the length without necessarily the density, and especially up top. And therefore, she's like super thrown and go. I have people ask me a lot, like, what do you do with your wigs additionally? And I don't really do anything additional with my wigs most of the time. Every once in a while, I'll do some customization, but for the most part, I just throw on and go. I think if you get a wig and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is taking so much work, is because you started with a more advanced crown. And in my opinion, that is a luxe with a lot of lace space. So like a 13x6, I think a 13x4 or a T-part like this one are going to be your go-to when you're starting. If you try to start with one that has a ton of lace space, like Selena has a ton of lace space, I don't know that she's like super beginner friendly, but you might feel overwhelmed by like how to get it to look right on you, if that makes sense. But this is Apricot T-part. I love her so much. She's got some good lift off the hairline, and her color is stunning. She is 110 and has a healthy stock of her. So this one will definitely be available for a little bit. Okay, Swayze is somehow still available, though I've talked about her a million times. She is a beautiful copper color. And I don't usually go for the short crowns, but this one has me, y'all. And so many people are like, how did you get yours to do that? This is one I keep getting asked on that. Like, I took mine out and it doesn't look like that. You just have to start playing around with it. If you take it right out of the bag and just lay it on your head and just like brush it straight down, like it's probably going to look a little strange. But if you start to like get your hand in there, flip it over, you're going to have some volume with it. You're going to have some movement. So don't be afraid to like touch the crown. Don't be afraid to just like fling your hair back and forth. It's going to look a lot more natural if you do, and you're not going to feel so weird about it. But this is Swayze. She is currently available. She is $115, and I believe she is still available in the petite as well. This is Sylvie. Beautiful burgundy color. Perfect for fall. I mean, look at that. She's stunning. If you are not new to Chelsey Smith, Aubrey was exactly the same color, just a shorter crown. So I say Sylvie is Aubrey all grown up. Sylvie is a T-part. She's $115. If you are looking for that really perfect crown for the fall and like winter season, this I would have loved for my real hair to like be able to dye this color, but now I can just have it with wigs. And she's so pretty. Oh my God, her curl. I love her. I am obsessed with Sylvie. I truly, truly am. And here's the thing, there's so many T-parts available, and I feel like some people just think they see the word luxe and they're like, oh, that's better. It is not necessarily better. The T-parts are beautiful crowns. I think they look super natural. I'm a T-part girly, either T-part or 13x4. But so many people, I think, just see luxe and they think, oh my gosh, I need that one. But the luxe are usually, one, more expensive. And I'm not saying don't go for those. Definitely do. They're beautiful crowns. The one I'm going to show in a second is a luxe. But there's so many good ones that are T-parts. Luxe just means free parting. It doesn't mean better. It's not like the hair quality is different or anything like that. Luxe was simply a designation that Chelsey used when she started to do Futura fiber and free parting wigs. Now, almost all of her wigs are Futura fiber, unless they are a bio Futura. That's like literally the only other type she'll do. And it just means like free parting. So do not shy away from T-parts just because it doesn't have the luxe word on it. All right, so you remember that apricot T-part? This is the apricot collection in the free parting. So I do believe Chelsey is working on bringing this apricot collection in a 13x4 and not a 13x6, which they currently are, which I think is what causes a lot of the people to kind of get overwhelmed by them. But Toffee is still available in the petite as well. It's just a lot of lace space up here. So I have heat combed her back off my face. When you get this, it will be like falling forward in your face because there's just so much like lace space and density up top. This is Toffee though. I love her coloring. I think she's so pretty. She is exactly what I think Toffee looks like. She's two-toned, like the dimension is really great. And on the stock picture, it doesn't fully look like that, but I love the Toffee coloring. I love the apricot collection. I have her in a couple colors as well, but I think that T-part is really like going to be great for a lot of people. But if you are more advanced and you want to try out a full luxe crown, the Toffee is going to be your girl. She's so pretty. Long, beautiful. The bottom of this will tangle just a little bit more because it's a little bit more dense. You can always thin that bottom layer out, but just be careful. Obviously, when you're doing any customizations, only do a little bit at a time because you don't want to like ruin anything. But you can thin it out. It's just like these longer crowns are going to tangle a little bit more because the tangling comes from friction. So they're rubbing on your clothes just a little bit more because they're longer. Anywho, okay, I think I have one more. Okay, somehow Regina is still in stock. I think because she got so much hype the first time she came out, and then when she came back, people just kind of already had her. But there is another Regina that got dropped actually in the apricot coloring. I think that the straight crown Regina is just so pretty. Her root is it's not super dark. They always read a little bit more dark on camera, but she's really just this perfect Regina George hair. She's straight. Regina George was not straight. Anyway, she's $115 is what I meant to say, and still available. I'm honestly shocked that she is. Now, I just wanted to highlight a few from the show that was on Tuesday that are still available and I think are absolutely freaking stunning. So one, there is a Sharpay mushroom brown, which is like obviously Sharpays are super popular collection. I ordered this one and I'm really excited to get her. There's a really unique blueberry muffin, which I'm like really wanting to go back for because I do want to kind of try her out. I don't know. I haven't made the jump yet, but she looks stunning. She is indigo, looks exactly like a blueberry muffin. Okay, the Dakota collection, the blonde one, I think one of them did sell out, but Dakota Brunette still has them, and it just looks like a really natural. If you're newer, I think that and your hair is brown, I feel like she would be perfect for you. JC, I have a JC, and it came out in 3 new colors. The blonde one did already sell out, but it came in an apricot color and then the autumn color, which is like a copper ginger, which I ordered. I'm so excited to get her. And then, the Chelsey. Chelsey came out in black, and there's a couple of Chelsey still available. People love the Chelsey collection. Because I'm not a short crown girly, I just haven't reached for her quite yet. But I do kind of want to get the Chelsey black just to be able to show y'all what a Chelsey looks like. Somehow, I totally forgot to film Elaine, so she is stunning, and I have her, and I'm mad I didn't put her in this video, but she is a perfect coloring for the fall season. She's this like beautiful burgundy with copper highlights, and especially in the front, and she's a T-part. She's absolutely stunning. You'll shop my storefront, which is linked in my bio, and I'll also link it in the comments here. Well, I still can't link yet, but I'll put it in the comments. You can just copy and paste. You can use code Elizabeth to save you 10%. It's free shipping over $250. And Chelsey Smith usually, well, not herself, but her team usually will ship out in like 3 to 5 days. And from there, it's obviously on the postal service. After a wig show, always takes a little bit more time, but typically it will get out of the warehouse between 3 to 5 days. Like and subscribe. Let me know what other content you want to see. I'm going to try to do these once a week where I show like crowns that I have in my stock that are currently available. Again, depending on when you see this, some of these may not be, but there's always like 200 plus wigs available on the site at one time. So I'm sure you will find what you're looking for, or there's going to be a new wig show every other Tuesday typically. So maybe one will come up, and then use code Elizabeth to save you 7%. Wear the wig. You look fab.